the audience before.
Am I ready? Okay. Summer is here, and for many people, it means vacation time. So I'm going to inform you of the ins and outs of camping in 3 different major styles. First, you have your backpacking style, your camper style, and your cabin style. With each style of camping, there are 4 main questions you need to ask yourself before heading out. One is what you need to do to prepare yourself, what to bring, and how experienced you should be, and what time of year would be the best. Camping can be tons of fun, as long as you are well prepared and knowledgeable. The first style of camping is one that many people automatically think of: backpacking. Backpacking is with a tent and you lug it around and you walk around the forest and everything. I went to Chris Carboni, who is an experienced outdoorsman and an Eagle Scout. He helped me answer the 4 main questions. I asked him, when was the best time of year? And he said, during the fall, because of the weather. There is not a huge chance of rainfall, and the temperature is just right. I asked him, what are some of the things you need to do to prepare yourself before heading out? And he suggested on conditioning yourself. Make sure that you can lug everything you plan on putting on your back up and down and around the neighborhood, just to make sure that you are well fit for your experience. I asked him what are some of the things that you would need to bring for your camping trip, and he suggested only the essentials. The essentials would contain of your tent, your clothing, water, and a working radio, so you can be as safe as possible on your outdoor adventure. I asked him for one suggestion that everyone would need to know before heading out, and he suggested backpacking is all about weight. So only take the essentials, and remember, everything you take has to be carried around. I asked Mr. Carboni how experienced you would need to be, and he said that for someone who has never done this before, that it would be moderately easy for someone to do. The next style of camping happens to be my personal favorite. Some people may not agree, but the second style of camping I chose to tell you about is styled as by camper. Now, this can go anywhere from a simple pop-up to a massive RV. Now, I went to the expert on this one, who happens to be my boyfriend's father, Mr. Bill Carboni. He takes his family camping every chance he gets, so he really does know the ins and outs of camping styled by camper. I asked him, what time of the year is best? Mr. Bill believes that between November and March, because the weather is just right. I asked him, how should you prepare? He suggested that if you're unexperienced, you really need to make sure that you know how to hook up your camper to your truck, and try to drive around so you know how to turn and everything with it being lugged onto the back of your vehicle. He also suggested to prepare a menu so you know what kind of food to bring with you, and make sure that your camper is well stocked so you don't have to bring many things with you except for your clothes and swimsuits and all that. He also suggested that you needed to bring your water line, electricity line, and sewage line so you can hook up properly to your site. I asked Mr. Bill how experienced you would need to be, and he suggested that it would be moderate to hard for somebody who's never experienced this before. So make sure that you bring someone along with you if this is the first time you're going out with a camper. Another style of camping, which happens to be my stepmom's favorite, is camping by cabins. My stepmom Paula has been camping since she was a little baby, and so of course she's the person I went to answer the questions involving camping cabin style. I asked her what time of the year would be best, and she suggested that March to early May and late September to early November. I asked her what are some of the things you can prepare yourself before heading out, and she recommended to make sure your reservations are good, to research by website your campsite, and make sure you're well packed before heading out. Ask her some of the things that you would need to bring, and she suggested linens for the beds, anything for cooking outside on the grill, folding chairs, and plenty of water. You should also know that even with so many camping styles, there are a few essentials for every camper. Make sure you bring sunscreen and plenty of bug spray. So remember, there are 3 different styles of camping: backpacking, camper style, and cabin style. I hope I was able to inform you the ins and outs of camping. So now that you know the 3 different styles of camping, you can decide which one you like the best, especially since it's summer and I know everyone's dying to go out and try something new. So remember, be safe and have fun. Thank you.